And now joining me in studio is Mr. Tom Djokovic. Of course, he is the CEO of XsunX Incorporated. XSNX is their stock symbol. Tom, good to see you again.
It's great to be back, Don.
Well, we're really happy to have you back in here. We're reinitiating coverage of the company. For those who might not have seen you, we've actually been following your company for a few years. Why don't you tell us again what you do?
Well, Don, we're working with a thin film technology. It's a solar PV technology. It's called a thin film, and it's called CIGS. And it's an exciting technology. It's considered by most to be probably the most promising thin film technology, the one that can compete with silicon more readily than all the other thin films. And what we're doing is we've developed a new manufacturing method to make solar cells that match silicon solar cells in size and dimension and offer them as a replacement for silicon. So what we're doing is something uniquely different from the rest of the market, and that is we're taking this thin film technology and we're targeting it in use as a replacement for silicon. And right now in 2010, last year, that was an $18 billion market for silicon. So there's a tremendous opportunity for us to offer this as a replacement for silicon.
Now, you had shared with me before going on the air that you've made a lot of tremendous forward progress, both in technology and business development. Why don't you share that with our audience?
Oh, yeah, Don. Well, since we started the program, we've made significant. But recently, just the last couple of months, what we've started to do is really work at trying to commercialize the technology, get it out there, and get some licenses in place. And we have interested licensees that are looking to just make the solar cells. So they're looking for someone who can maybe assemble solar modules for them. So we put in place an agreement with a company out of Taiwan called Telecoms, who has that back-end capability, the ability to take products, put them together and manufacture solar modules for potential licensees and allow them to put their own brand name on it. So that's very exciting for us. So that gives a complete offer, gives us ability to offer these licensees a potential for a complete business model there. We also have another agreement in place with a licensee called Globe Technologies out of China, and the Globe is looking to actually purchase some of our systems and acquire a license and start manufacturing product directly. And we're working through the process of identifying all the specifications, helping them establish all the permitting and everything for their facility over there in China, all the regulations, getting through all those loopholes, not loopholes, but requirements, and then moving towards a point where we can then finalize the specifics of the systems and get some deposits from them and start building systems for them. And then at the same time, we're continuing to improve the technology. One of the things we've been doing a lot is working with a company called Evans Analytic. They're a testing company, so they've been looking at helping us look at the atomic structure of our SIGS solar cell and helping us better understand what's going on and allowing us to better tune our processes, because it's kind of like you're baking these different metals at different rates and you want to deposit them onto your solar cell at different rates. And so they're helping us understand exactly fundamentally what's going on, allowing us to better tune our solar cell. And that's what's really important, because straight conversion efficiency alone is not what's most important to most manufacturers. It's really what the total cost of manufacturing is. And so in working with Evans and other companies, we're helping to try to deliver that most economical, most cost-effective manufacturing process to our licensees.
Now, I also know that one of the things, or a couple of things you're working on right now is the expansion of not only your marketing, but your research and development capabilities. Tell us about that.
Oh, that's very exciting. Well, what we've decided to do, and we've always had this plan, but whether to do it sooner or later, and that is to build our own multi-chamber SIGS solar co-evaporation system. And SIGS Solar is what is our trademark name for our technology, and we're looking to build our first multi-chamber co-evaporation system. That's really the core to our technology, our secret sauce. We're going to be building one of those. I actually brought a graphic with me. Hopefully, they can put it online. It shows you what one of these SIGS systems looks like. The SIGS Solar multi-chamber evaporation system. We're going to be building a kind of a scaled-down version of that, not as many commercial components as necessary initially. And that's going to allow us to do a better job of marketing to potential licensees, showing them how the system works. It's going to allow us to produce limited commercial quantities, which is very important, A, for marketing, and B, for us to just further proof the technology. And then C, it's going to give our engineers an ability to be able to go ahead and work directly at improving processes in this larger system. And so for us, it's going to be a quantum improvement, and in both enhancing our technological capabilities and our marketing capabilities. So we're going to do that in our own facility, probably move to a small little spot and set up shop in one location with that underneath our roof.
It's been an amazing journey watching this company. As I mentioned at the top of the interview, we've been following you probably about 5 or 6 years, and we've seen a number of different evolutions, and we're really now looking at you becoming what we call a revenue company. It's got to be an exciting time for us.
Well, it's very exciting, Don, and you bring up an interesting point. solar, and specifically thin film solar, hasn't been an easy road to hoe for anyone. I mean, first solar started in the 80s. Mio Soleil, one of the companies we compete with in the SIG space, started in, I believe, 2001. They've been through $100 million. I can name lots of other companies, a similar situation. It's been tough. We've been doing this on a relatively shoestring budget, but we've got very good people, and we're also benefiting from a lot of the progress that's been already done in the industry, and we're taking a unique approach that's uniquely different than anyone else, and it's kind of like one of those why didn't I think of that ideas, you know, I think that some people are standing back and saying to themselves.
XsunX, XSNX is the stock symbol. Tom, we're looking forward to the next several months covering the company again. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much, Don. Bye.